Good morning, everyone. This is Don McGrath, co-founder of Speakers Pathway Coalition. And I've met quite a number of people recently who they want to write their book. Maybe they want to go out and speak and share their message and change people's lives. Maybe they want to start a business. Maybe they want to leave a job and go do something that they feel is their life's purpose. And the most common thing I hear from people is, I really want to go do this, but I really want to go do this, but. And then I usually hear, but who, I'm not really a writer. I don't know if I can really help anybody. Who am I to think that I could have a successful business? But, I know so-and-so tried and they failed, I failed before, but. And those buts are a manifestation of something that we all have. It's something that we all have those thoughts. We all have that subconscious but in there that's trying to protect us. It's there for a reason. It's trying to protect us. There was a time when we needed protecting. We needed to be protecting from all kinds of dangers. It wasn't that long ago, probably just a few hundred years, when we were separated from our tribe, we wouldn't last very long. So there are these mechanisms that we have kind of built into our DNA, built into kind of how we're designed, how we're constructed, that protect us. They protect us physically, they protect us from mental harm, they protect us from disappointment, they protect us from a lot of things. And one of the ways it does that is by having us not step out of our comfort zone, by not having us step into things that make us uncomfortable, where that could lead to things that are uncomfortable for us. And my question to you is, how do you ever grow in major ways if you don't get uncomfortable? So if you find yourself being stuck in the, I'd like to do this, but, I'd like to do this, but, I'd like to do this, but, I would urge you to just let go of that. Many of us who actually have written books, I've written 6 books, I typically say 4 good ones, or who do speak or have started their own business, we felt those same things. We felt those same thoughts. But one way or another, we came to say, what the heck? I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to do it anyways. And one technique that I've learned that is very, very useful, and I was taught this a while ago and reminded of it every so often, is that your body doesn't know the difference between the response to fear and the response to excitement. The only difference is how you label it. The beating of your heart, the sweaty palms, the butterflies in your stomach, that we don't really know the difference. It's all how you label it. And so when you're thinking about, something that you really want to do, whether it be writing your book, taking a chance, going back to school, becoming a speaker, hitting the road, taking the trip of your life, going overseas, getting into a relationship, whatever it is, and you have in the back of your mind that but. And then you feel that fear. Feel that fear and label it excitement. And then take action. So feel the fear, label it excitement, and take some action. And that's the recipe. Because as I say all the time, people who work with me, I say success rewards action. So we need to get to that action. You need to be able to take that fear, overcome it. And the best way I know is just to say, hey, I'm labeling this as excitement. I'm excited about trying this, and take some action. Because you don't know what the result's going to be. You don't know if the book that you're going to come out with is going to change one person's life or thousands of people's lives. You don't know if it's going to lead you to writing a second book that maybe the first one doesn't do so well, but the next does. Well, it turns out it was my 5th book that sold tens of thousands of copies. Had I not taken the chance, had I not written that first book, I never, ever would have been there. So critically important to get rid of the but, get rid of the but. Try that technique of labeling that fear excitement and then take some action. And it can be a small action. It can be a small action, writing that first chapter, outlining that first chapter, whatever it is, getting out and speaking at a networking event, not in front of a huge crowd, but just take that action, stepping into that greatness that you know you have. You know, as my good friend Bill Heinrich likes to remind me, you know, we all want to stay in our safe zone. We all want to stay in that safety because that's where we're comfortable. And it's natural. It's nothing wrong with you. It's the way we're wired. It's the way we're designed. I love what Bill says. Bill says, we're all trying to get to death safely. We're all trying to get to death safely. And the biggest regret people have when they're at that point is that they didn't take chances, that they didn't live the life that they know that they were destined to live, that they played it safe. So if you have that desire in you, but there's a but in there, I hope this tip helps you to move past that and take some action. Because once you make that decision, the minute that you decide you're an author, you are. The minute you decide you're an entrepreneur, you are. The minute you take that first action to move toward whatever that dream is manifesting bit by bit by bit. So, you know, I've been on this journey for 10 years. So I've learned some lessons. I got scars on my back, you know, I got gray hair, I've lost hair, you know, all these things. And I did a lot of it alone. I did trial and error. I got stuff wrong. I spent tons of money. I was disappointed. I, you know, quit for a while. I came back. And that's the road if you go it alone. And who's to ever think that it should be easy? What have you ever done in your life that's been significant, that's been easy? It usually doesn't happen, right? I mean, maybe there's the buy the lottery ticket, maybe there's win something in a raffle, but it's not easy. It's never easy. And if you go it alone, it's even harder. So that's why Jim and I form Speakers Pathway Coalition, because you don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it alone. Instead of trying 5 things before you find something that works, you know, there's somebody in the coalition that can save you 1, if not 2, or 3, or 4, or even all 5 steps, and can just short circuit all that baloney and get you to where you want to be much more quickly and without spending a ton of money and a ton of time and a ton of frustration and quitting. So we can help you on that pathway. And we can be there for you when those butts start coming back up, right? It's like over the holidays, our butts always grow. We always get, you know, we have our doubts. We have our moments of self-doubt. But it's people along the way who have been there. And they turn around and they lend us a hand. And they pull us up when we need them. I'm lucky to have surrounded myself with an amazing, amazing team. Amazing, that are there to lift me up so that I can be the best version of myself, and so I can help way more people and also live in my joy, in my life's purpose.